Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Hope you all are doing really well. So today's video is a little bit different for me because I am wanting to introduce a lot more mods and of course CC finds to my channel. So if you like these type of videos where I'm kind of talking about some mods or CC shopping, etc., then definitely go ahead and subscribe because it is free and it helps your girl's channel grow. But let's get into this. My main reason for doing this video is because I have not heard anyone talk about K-Hippie mods in quite some time, and so I want to do a video just kind of showcasing the K mods that K-Hippie came out with some years ago, and a lot of these recently got updated because of the latest patch. As you know, The Sims is coming out with a new expansion, which is the Enchanted by Nature expansion. So if you haven't seen that video, it is definitely on their channel for you to watch and check out. So anyway, now again, I'm mainly doing this because I haven't seen anyone do any recent updates. It could be some out there, I just haven't seen any when I did a search as of the time I'm filming this video. And I had K-Hippie mods in my game on my old computer actually quite some time ago, or roughly around the time when they first came out. So I decided to reinstall them because I'm a little bit iffy about doing the G-Shade. I did have G-Shade before and I started having issues with my old laptop, so I had to remove it, and I think it was because it just couldn't handle it. Now the laptop I have now is built okay, it is built Chevy tough. Okay. Not Ford tough, Chevy. If you know, you know. Hell, it's Toyota built tough. Okay. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, so the K mods by K-Hippie, or K-Hippie, if depending upon where you're looking at on the screen, these mods are meant to make your game look incredible. So what they do is they take the base game graphics, that cartoonish look that you see in your game, and they make it look 10 times better. So I'm going to jump into my game real quick and show you guys what it looks like before I add these mods in, and then I'll talk about which ones I actually have. So we're going to go ahead and jump in game real quick and I'll show you guys the before. Okay, so we are now in game, and I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the season that I'm in is actually fall, so I know it's not looking quite that cartoonish. But if you look at like the painted grass on the lot, this is one of the families that I'm playing with, their house. The lot looks very much green and very much cartoonish, and the lot next to it is not popping very much. If you look at the trees, you can tell it is very basic. So now let's talk about the mods. Okay, so the mods that I have in my game, it's pretty much most of these. So I'm going to start off with the K101, which is the builder mod. And so this mod I really love because it replaces all of EA's floors, base game, expansion packs, and game packs, and including I believe it's what's in game in build mode. Yeah, so in build mode as well. So at the very bottom of each of these, once you click on the link, you will have your downloads. So you only download the files you need, and then of course you will extract those files or unzip those files and download any expansion packs or kits that you may have in your game. So like for example, if I click on kits and maybe I have Bust a Dust kit, it's going to have all those kits that are listed, and I'll drag and drop those into my mods folder once I have unzipped them. So you'll download all the packs that you need basically and put them into your mods folder. It's very simple to do. So next up, I do have the K202 mod, and the K202 mod, I really like this because it is the terrain mod basically. So you see here, I'm going to show you just a few of the terrains, how it's going to look before, and this is how it looks after, which I think is really cool. It's a great replacement option for your floors, or your terrain, excuse me, so you can see how Max's looks and the 202 looks. One of my favorite ones is this floor and this floor. So I'm going to show you these two and then we'll move on. But like this to this, that's a huge difference to me. And I didn't hate this floor, but it's not one that I often use. And then this one as well, which is definitely one I have used before, but I just kind of felt like it didn't really blend very well with like the grounds that I were using it on. So you can literally see every blade of grass in this replacement. Really, really nice. So then at the bottom, you have your file. And luckily this one is, I believe, just one file if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember off the top of my head how many, because for a few of these I did have to like drag and drop them within my game. So next up, I did not get the 303 mod, but you can definitely look at it if you like to see if it's something that you're interested in. I, however, did get the K505 mod. Now, this mod is really good. So this one replaces your grass terrain, sand and ground terrain placement. You've got rocks, urban terrain, and then it goes into each of the expansions / cities that you will download. So you've got everything: Sulani, De La Salle Valley, Glimmerbrook, Rochester, Evergreen Harbor, etc. The list goes on based on the expansions. Now for this, you will have a lot of downloading to do depending upon how many expansion packs you have. So it does have base games and season as the very top one. You can even see when it was last updated. So for me, I had to download a good bit of these, and it even has business and hobbies. I'm going to assume that there will be a replacement for the new expansion pack that's coming out. So which I mentioned, at the top of the video. I'm assuming that they will probably have the fairy one. What did I literally just forgot the name just while I'm talking to you guys. But anywho, I'm assuming once they do the update to the game, which at the time I'm recording this video, I believe there is an update available. So I'm recording this on the 19th of June. So happy Juneteenth. I forgot to say that top of the video. But for those of you who are celebrating, happy Juneteenth. So I'm recording this on the 19th. So there's an update that I saw available today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a video about it. Let me know if you guys are interested in me doing a video about the updates, because with the game updates, I'm kind of like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. If you're a player that loves it, or a person that loves to play The Sims, I should say, and you have a lot of mods like me, it's not always a great day for updates. Anywho, I digress. So next up, the other mod that I have is the Architect mod, which I love the way that they did that. So this mod replaces all the foundations and roofs in the game. And again, it gives you more information, which I do highly recommend you read all of the information, or if not all of it, most of the important information that is relevant to you and to your own computer or system before you download it. This one luckily has at least one link that you have to download, and then again, like I told you guys, I can't remember off the top of my head if it's multiple folders. I believe Architect is only one folder that you have to put in. Some of these I did have to go through and kind of like delete what I did not need if it wasn't like a specific like expansion or kit that I personally did not have. So that was the Architect mod, K606. The next one that I have is the K707 mod, and I believe this is the last one. I don't believe I downloaded, only two I didn't download was 303 and 308. Yeah, so this mod is the Nature mod. So this mod is related to like roofs and foundations, and then you have here related to terrain, and even to the builder mod, and even to floor replacements. So there is pretty much the ecosystem that it's going to replace: the nature, the trees, everything that you pretty much see that looks very cartoonish or unrealistic. That's what this mod is going to replace, and you will see that in the game. Again, this one you do have to click on what you have as far as the expansions goes, and then the multi folder, it includes the Discover University, Get Famous, City Living, Get to Work, and Movie Hangout stuff. So if you don't have any of these, then you don't have to download it. However, if you have one or more of these, then you would click and download and then delete the file out that you do not need. So hopefully this was, kind of like a rapid fire of what, these mods are. Again, this is for someone who's not sure if they want to do G-Shade, but they want the game to look a little bit more realistic, especially if you do a lot of realism, storytelling, etc. And even if you don't do storytelling, it just makes the game look really, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what the game looks like with these mods now installed in it. And it's subtle differences, but it is amazing. So let's go ahead and jump back into game with the mods installed. Okay, so we are now in game after the mods are installed, and my Sims are currently at the spa, and I'm going to send them home in a minute so you guys can see how the front of their home looks, kind of similar to how I showed you before. But one of the most noticeable things, hopefully you can tell, is that it's not that bright green anymore. It's very much realistic. So like looking at the road, that's probably one of the first things you might have noticed. You can see where it's kind of darker here and lighter in the middle. You can see where, cars have driven down the road. Or at least that's the look they're going for. And then even the median, you can see the little blades of grass. The plants look more detailed. The trees look more detailed. Even right down to that fence. The shrub fence? The leaves in the fence look more detailed. The gravel terrain, the grass. Look at this. You can literally see like every blade of grass, which is really nice. Even when you go and look at the little shrubs here, the dirt looks really realistic. I mean, just everything looks really, really good, and I just love the way that this looks. The leaves on the ground, you can tell how the colors are blended. Even the oranges, look, it's very much fall-esque, and the colors are popping. Even the pile of leaves that this person is building up. Who is this? Laurel New, I believe is how you pronounce it. And Shane Miller. Like, just looking at the terrain, the rocks. Like, look at the rocks. Just the detail that went into that. And the trees, I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and send my Sims home so that we can jump on into how everything looks at their house. Okay, so now my Sims have arrived home, and you can see where the ground, the asphalt looks very worn still. I don't think I mentioned it, but the sidewalk, you can see where the sidewalk has these like pieces of like concrete that's been put together. Even the grate right there, look how it looks worn. The edge of the sidewalk looks worn. Like, look at that. The pieces of like moss or grass or weeds are coming through. Just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, really. And funny thing is, I didn't even know that was a lemon tree right there. This is the playground. Of course, this looks bright, but around the playground, everything looks very much like you would expect it to look if you were in a neighborhood that, things get used, even the alleyway, the roofs, the home back here, which I didn't even notice before, but it's like 2 homes on 1 lot. I never noticed that before. Pretty cool. I really wish that this was a lot that I could actually go and build on, but anyway. So even looking at their house, and it's like the brightest house, but the brightest grass on the whole entire cul-de-sac here. But I didn't change the grass too much. I kind of went over it with a terrain paint. But like my sidewalk looks a little bit different, and I think this was base game that I used. The stairs look different. the edge of the stairs look a little bit different, so now I may have to go back and tweak that a little bit. Where I put down the garden, this is where I have the garden at. Like, look at the dirt. The dirt looks very realistic. Very, very nice. In the detail, that's one of the things I love about the K-Hippie Mods, is the detail in the leaves on the trees and the bark of the trees. Like, look at that. Yeah, I talked about this enough. Hopefully you guys get an idea, and I'm just happy to bring it back up to your attention, especially for those people who are just not sure about the G-shade or reshade. Again, I did have them, and I'm not against the G-shade or reshade, but I just felt like this is very simplistic. You don't have to worry about tweaking settings. You drag and drop, open your game, and you get that realism without having to tweak any settings. So if this is something that you're interested in, I'm in no way affiliated with TechHippie or K-Hippie at all. I would link the website down in the description box for you below. I am also going to link their YouTube channel. I think the last time I looked, I noticed that there wasn't like a ton of stuff on their YouTube. I think it was like only 4 videos, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say 4 videos, and I don't even think any of those had to do with these mods. I think most of the videos that I saw were Sims 3, but hopefully they will come out with even more items that we can see in the future. But if not, the good news is that they did update these mods to go with some of the latest patches and batch fixes, etc. So I will link them for you if you would like to check them out. Definitely check them out and download at your own risk and leisure. Remember, make sure your computer can handle these type of mods and these settings depending upon how you play your game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, be safe in those streets. Be blessed. I'm gonna catch you in the next one.